Hey, welcome back to Royal Roots Homestead. So I know it's been a while. I have had a lot going on, but today I actually got a chance to get home a little bit early. So the days are getting shorter, and that's why I'm not able to get out here. Or when I am able to get out here, is not very much light or not much time left for light. So I'm trying to hurry up and get some stuff done, and that's my excuse. I have actually recorded some content, but it's always very rushed, and I find something wrong with it, and so I never post it. But today I got home with a decent amount of time of light left. And don't you dig in that. Don't do it. Take that, or move her somewhere else. She can dig somewhere else.
Go dig somewhere else.
What I'm doing today is I'm planting my onions and my garlic. So I have a bag here of, let me see if I can show you this. Mixed onions. I have some yellow onions, some red onions, some white onions. So I got this from a local garden center that's like 5 minutes from my house. I also got some garlic, and I got some sweet onions, but I planted them already because they look just like the yellow onions, and I didn't want to mix them up. I have some markers, but they never work out great because the twins will always pull them up. So I figured even when I put the markers down, I wanted them to be separate. So I've already planted or stuck the, you can't really see them, the yellow onions in their rows. I am now working on, the sweet onions in their rows, and I'm now working on the red onions because, of course, I'll be able to tell the difference between the red and the sweet onions. The yellow onions are going to be planted probably in this middle part right here, or I might separate it with the garlic right here and then put the yellow onions on the other side. I'm not quite sure yet with the white onions, but that's what I'm doing right now. So I figured I'd go ahead and turn on the camera since I haven't posted anything in a while, and we'll do that. I'm having some difficulty with these girls here because they keep on trying to take up everything I put down, but we're gonna see what happens. Watch out. Oh, you okay? It's okay. You're fine. Get up. All right, go play. What I'm doing is kind of making trenches and sticking the onions or seed onions in the trench about 4 or 5 inches apart. And then the trenches are about 7 inches apart. And I really don't need that much space in between them as long as I have enough space for them to make pretty big bulbs. That's kind of the goal for me. All right, and so as far as the garlic is concerned, because I'm just going to go ahead and share this with you. What happened?
She got on the door and there was a spider right there.
Good
She
job.
touched it, and then she didn't know there was a spider right there. And she looked at it and she screamed.
Oh. You okay? It scared you? Okay. Oh, okay. So I have to, what is it?
The spider.
Okay, the spider's gone. Or you're not over there anymore. You okay? Okay. So I have 2 different varieties of hardneck garlic. And so basically, I have a red kind because I love red onions, red garlic, and then I have this white kind. Don't dig up, I've already planted that. And so basically all I'm going to do is take the bulbs apart, and these individual, stop before you dig up my onion that I just planted, okay? These individual, take her over there, please. These individual garlic cloves, after I break them up, they are going to get planted. And I'm going to plant them this way in the ground. So the part right here is going to be what is going to grow roots, and this part is going to be sticking up. So it's basically the same as the onions, and I'm going to plant it like that. So I'm basically doing the same thing that I did for the onions for the garlic. Making a trench, sticking the garlic cloves in there with the part that's going to grow roots down and the other part sticking up. When I put these in the trenches. I'm going to go back over it, and I don't know if you can tell what I did over to the right, but I'm going to kind of rub my hand across the top to go ahead and cover them with the dirt. Okay, so over here, I decided to go ahead and do the garlic to separate the sweet onions from the yellow onions that's going to be on the other side. I actually still have a really big bag full of onions. So because of that, I'm probably going to have to use, and let me just show you what it looks like. I'm going to have to use up, so I only planted, as you can see, from the T-post down this way. I asked Mariah to go get me another garlic clove because I have a little bit more space, 2 more rows that I can plant. But then this other space right here, this part to that part, is going to be all onions because I got a lot of onions left. I haven't even gotten all the way through the red onions, and I still have some yellow onions and white onions. So I'm going to use that whole space. She brought me the biggest garlic bulb that I have, which means I'm probably going to actually take up more space than I thought. But I'm going to get that done in just a second. Okay. What I am going to do, though, is show you really quick before I end this video and go ahead and rush through that, is our broccoli there's like a little, I don't know if you can see that, a little broccoli head in there. We got some cabbage heads going in this part. So these are the ones that I planted earlier on. I had got like some 4-packs from Tractor Supply, and I was like, let me just go ahead and because cabbage and broccoli take a while. So I went ahead and put that in, and they're doing great. I can't remember if I actually uploaded the video of me planting these. So that bed is done. And this bed, some more cabbage. That's red cabbage right there. More collards and kale. And then I got bok choy and kale. This bed, I have not pulled up everything and topped it off with any manure or compost, but I have, this was the onion bed last year, and I decided I wasn't going to do onions here, so I put the cabbage here, some more cabbage. So that's pretty much all I've done, which is a lot, but that's pretty much all I've done in the garden this far. I've been doing a little bit here and there as I have time. Usually I have about 30 minutes at night when I get home to work on some stuff. So hopefully, now the issue that I have with this bed and even that bed is I don't get very much sun, like hours of sun during the day. They each get like 2 or 3 hours, which is not a lot. So that means these are going to be slow growing. And it's because the way my sun works is it comes up in the fall that way and it goes this way through the trees. And so it's very like in and out of the tree. Actually, it's not like that. Let's do this. So it goes this way and it goes up here through the trees. So it's in and out of the trees all day long. So I don't get very much sun in the fall. In the summertime, I get sun that goes up here and it comes and it's just direct sun all day. And I get about almost 10 hours. Yeah, just about 10 hours of full sun in the whole garden. The fall is the issue. And so I'm still trying to maneuver around that. Now, the reason I'm planting my garlic and onions here this year is because this bed gets literally pretty much no sun in the fall. I mean, it's very little, if any. And those are going to go dormant anyway. They're not going to have anything green that's coming up above the ground. I'm putting them in the ground for them to stay there until the spring season. So that's why that's going there. I decided to plant some greens in this one over here because this one gets sun like all day long. The days are short, so that's not very much time, but it's at least, I'm going to say 6 or 7 hours. So those greens are going to grow a little bit faster than the other ones. I'm sure. This bed right here I am planning on I have some more kale plants and collard plants that I plan on putting in there. But I have to get some more Daddy Pete's composted manure. And then I have to top that off and I'll plant them in there. And I'll probably do that next week. But that's really all I'm doing for the fall. I'm not going to do much. We still have to butcher those meat birds, and that's on the calendar for next week. Put the hose down. Put it down. That's on the calendar for next week. But that's pretty much it. So thank you guys for being patient with me. I hope everything goes well with this garden this fall. I may or may not be putting a whole lot of content out in the garden. I may try to do some things with canning because I feel like this year I didn't do a whole lot of canning from the garden. And I'm going to have to do some things from the store. And I feel like that might be something that's useful to people who don't have a garden, to show them that you can still preserve, buy fresh and preserve for your family. Buy in bulk and preserve for your family. So that's what I think I might end up doing. But thank you all for joining us. Like, share, subscribe, and until next time, be blessed.